I got a question for you guys, all right? What does it take to grow a real business, right? A real company, actually doing real revenue outside of just you, okay? Something I've been talking a lot about as I've been traveling to several events. Just got back from my buddy Nate Offer's SWAT event in Dallas, all right? 8%'s back in Dallas again soon, by the way, okay? In like, I think 88 days or so. And Michael Irvin's number, 88, he spoke at the event 2 years ago, okay? But what I want to talk about when it comes to an event and growing a team, okay, is I'm getting a little suntan on half my face, okay, which is good. It's like 65. I guess I could take my little, I was traveling in the airport. Guess I could take this off. I trained on this in a breakout yesterday. And when I talk about scaling a team and a company, I want you to stop and think about for a second, like if you were to grow something outside of you, okay? And I will also ask you, do you really want to be a solopreneur, all on your own, without a team, without a sales team, without downlines, without staff, without a COO, without an assistant, without real freaking revenue? Do you really want to be a solo dude or a solo dudette forever? Okay, I want you to ask yourself that. I want you to really contemplate that, okay? Fast forward 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Are you on your own? Are you by yourself? Or do you have a office, right? Like we've got 15,000 square feet in Springfield, Missouri. I'm actually buying a storage facility right now, a climate-controlled indoor storage facility with 40 units, 10,000 square feet, right behind our office in the same campus, by the way. Why? Because I'm like, dude, I want to own all this property right here. I don't want someone else to buy it. Okay, it's me trying to think on a different level. Okay, so then we'll have 25,000 square feet of space, over 100 employees between Secure Agent Marketing, Cody Askins, 8% Nation, and my father's brand, which I'm also a part of, Secure Insurance Group, and everything else we got going on, right? So ask yourself, what does that look like, okay? I never dreamed. I tell people this all the time, okay? I'm doing this to challenge you and to let you think about and realize what's actually possible, okay? For me, I never dreamed we would be where we are today, okay? Super grateful, fortunate, but there's a secret why we are here where we are, okay? Outside of just thinking big, you need people. You need people. I was at a conference not too long ago, a couple months ago, and they talked about how businesses don't build people, right? Like most people think I can hire anyone, I can drag anyone to success, I can make anyone a great salesperson, and I'm gonna build amazing people. Well, wouldn't it be better to find, vet, interview, hire, onboard, and train and develop amazing people already? Because really the real secret is that people actually build businesses, not the other way around. And people build big businesses, by the way, when you have the right people on board, okay? So the secret to my limited success so far, and I mean that because in my estimation, it's still very limited, right? I know we have several companies, you know, a ton of square footage, over 100 employees and staff across the several companies. And that we'll do over 13 million in total revenue this year in 2021. That's right. It doesn't mean. Also, we'll be at the storage facility revenue here pretty soon, I guess, right? It doesn't mean, as I'm trying to become a real estate investor, too, by the way. Okay, so you guys may start hearing more about that in the future, because really what you want to do is you want to have a business that produces cash. You want to take that cash and you want to invest it into additional income producing assets, right? And so I'm trying to follow that model, because I'm not someone that you could say, well, Cody, you know, this isn't your lane. None of it's my lane, right? I'm trying to make my own lane, but I'm following and learning from people that have already created and done it and were experts in their own lane, right? And then by doing that, I'm trying to carve out my own little expert lane, if you will, okay? So think about what that looks like. I mean, do you have an office? How tall and big is your office? Like we are planning on building in the next few years a 4-story tower in Springfield, Missouri. SIG is on the retail location, main floor, then SAM, then CA and 8%, then a workout facility and actual training conference event facility on the top floor with a rooftop balcony for events and socials and all that, okay? And then also, even above that, a little helicopter pad on top, right? To where we can do that with retreats and travel and all that. Like, why would we not do that? Okay, so the question is, what type of facility and office and square footage would you like? Okay, after that, how many people would you like? What type of people would you like, right? Like, I've got an assistant, her name's Kelly, she does an unbelievable job, right? We've got an event coordinator, her name's Cassidy, she does an unbelievable job. Like, why wouldn't I want so much incoming demand that we have 8 assistants keeping track of just my schedule, right? Or we've got 8 people managing events because we're doing so many events. Okay, so how many people do you have? When you start thinking about people, how many people do you have? What does that look like? What type of people do you have? And what are you driving and building with those individuals? I'm telling you, you put the right people on board and everything will start to change, right? So we talked about office, okay? We talked about people, right? Then next, what's your sales team look like, right? Still part of the people, but I think of it like separate. I think of it operations and sales. Okay, so what's the sales look like? The sales side. I really believe we can have 100 salespeople in our own building here very soon in the near future. Why? Because of how we are tracking the actual profit and loss on every single salesperson every single month. We're learning from our mistakes. We're spending millions of dollars and really pushing this thing. And why are we doing that? Because of where we want to go and where we want to be. Okay, so I'm bringing you this video as I come back from an event. I literally just walked in the office. I'm about to go sit down with my wife and eat some barbecue outside in a second. As I talk to you about really what's on my mind, what I'm learning, what I'm doing, what I'm noticing with other people, and what you can have once you start to actually think about this. I just did a breakout at this event, and at that breakout, I talked about how you can actually start to go from 6 to 7 figures by utilizing people and recruiting and staff and space. And I gave steps and a lot of detail. And a lot of people at the end said, dude, I want to come to your office. So we've got people that are individually coming to our office for an entire day. If you want to come to my office for an entire day, by the way, let me know. Okay, so you can see all the stuff we do. I can promise you it'll be amazing. Then we had a lot of other people that are like, dude, I want to come to your headquarter day. We're going to start doing headquarter CA headquarter day once a month, every month. We're a small group of people. We'll be able to watch our 8:30 company team-wide meeting, 8:35 to 8:50 sales training, 8:50 to 9 o'clock role playing, 8:50 to 9:10 SAM directors meeting, 9:11 911 CA meeting, right? Like all this kind of stuff. And then we're going to design their business and their life for 2.5 hours. Then we're going to lunch with some key people and ask some questions. In the afternoon, they're going to get to meet with my dad. They're going to meet with Landon and pick their brains. They're going to meet with me some more. They're going to meet with Andy, right? As we start to like design their future and their company and their business by actually meeting and sitting down. Okay, so I want to challenge you today. I spend Sundays to reflect and get creative. I want to challenge you today to start to think about your future and what that looks like. Let me know if I can ever help in designing your future. Happy Sunday.